So one of the things I wanted to talk about was hand gestures because I didn't realize that so many people I know watch these videos, and when I run into you guys, they're like, "Oh, I love those videos you posted." It's like, it's funny because, the reasons why we do things and the audience we think we have for these things are, they're always these disparate realities. And one of the things that I was joking about with somebody at lunch, was hand gestures and why some people talk with their hands and some people don't. And then the reality that in the 1970s and before that, maybe in the 50s, 60s, 70s, there was this common thought that if you talked with your hands, you were less articulate. But that likely came out of a lack of multicultural understanding that, a lot of cultures are physically expressive and other cultures are not. And there was a lot of pushback against Irish and Italians and different, branches of Europeans in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So that some of the public sentiment about hand gestures would reflect that is really no surprise. And as we move forward, we see that, hand gestures are a tool for communication when we want to express something emotional and we want to get a point across, and when we're trying to inform across whatever cultural barriers there might be. Now that comes to the point of this, which is, what is Gavin Newsom doing? Like what is all this weird stuff that he does that, and I'm not talking about his politics, I'm talking about the guy's hand gestures that nobody understands. And as someone who, I study ASL, and I've been working on ASL for years, and in some realms we use these things, and I use it for emergency bases, and when people need help, I will try to step in and help facilitate communication. But I don't know what he's doing, because none of that is in the parlance of our times. It's not in the parlance of anybody's cultural code. So, someone needs to ask the question of goofball Governor Gavin, like, what is that about? Because we're all trying to figure that out. And it didn't start that way either, did it? His hand gestures were very different at the beginning of all of his business and time at state capitol. Now, and then in the last year and a half, it's become something different. And I don't know what that's about, but as a communicator, as someone who studies language, I can speak Italian and French, some Thai. I'm pretty damn good at Japanese. I've gotten through Mandarin too. I can walk, talk, and breathe and order where I need to do these things. And ASL is someone who, I've spent a lifetime learning languages and even utilizing, your hands in communication. We're all trying to figure out what Gavin Newsom is doing with his hands. Please tell me.